You're the lead actor singing and working in a Coen Brothers film, so this must be a dream role for you.
It's literally a dream role. I dreamt of being able to do something like this, especially with them. They're my favorite filmmakers, and I've been playing music forever, so this was just the perfect possible scenario for a future.
And the film's called Inside Llewyn Davis, so what was it about Llewyn that resonated with you that you wanted to portray?
Well, just that struggle and the comedy of resilience as well, and somebody who's not afraid to not ingratiate themselves to people, you know, or have to use charm to get people to like them. You know, I kind of like that. It was very freeing.
Keeping it real, really.
Exactly, yeah. Straight talk.
And Oscar, music plays such an integral part to this movie, so how well did you relate with that, and what was your input with the musical aspect?
Well, I've been playing music for, nearly 20 years, yeah, so I've been playing for a long time, and to be able to use those skills and play, 5 songs in their entirety in a movie like this that's not a musical is just bizarre, and it doesn't happen often. So.
And he's ultimately a character that wants to stay true to his real songs, but he's struggling to adapt to that culture. So how do you approach that as an actor and make sure you get it right?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, that's exactly right. He's someone that wants to succeed but also wants to fail at the same time, because what he's recognizing that succeeding means not being true to himself. So I think I try to internalize that, and really the only times you really get to see the softness inside is when he plays his music.
Would you say it's been a learning curve working with the Coen Brothers on this project?
Oh, completely. Also, it's the first time I'm in every scene of the film. So it definitely required adjusting and figuring out how that works.
Finally, would you give a message to fans as to why they should go and see this movie and what the experience will be in the cinema?
Well, it's a Coen Brothers movie, and they have such a particular view of life, the absurdity and the desperation of life. It's both desperate and sorrowful and joyful and warm, and I think that they're the best filmmakers out there.
Thank you so much, Oscar.
Actors are always looking for new and exciting roles to portray. What was it about Jean that you wanted to play her?
She was just sort of very different from lots of people I played before, and had a really foul mouth, and that's always fun. And she was sort of the antithesis of things I'd been doing. I just played Daisy in Gatsby, and she was the exact opposite from that. So that was kind of really fun. And it was a Coen Brothers film, and just the opportunity to work with them is so extraordinary.
And the relationship between Jean and Llewyn, was there anything that you read within the script that you thought, I want to get my teeth into there?
I mean, they had such a rich back history, so that was really fun. And Oscar and I have worked together before, so we had a good time figuring out what had gone on in the past that had led them to being in such a terrible place.
Carrie, what's it been like working with Justin Timberlake? The girls will want to know, so...
Oh, he's great. I mean, he's a lovely, lovely guy, and I grew up listening to NSYNC just like the rest of us, so I was a bit sort of nervous, and was a big fan of him as a musician and as an actor, so getting to work with him was great, and he was really sweet about all of the music stuff. He didn't make me feel like I was the only non-singer. He was very supportive.
And as the poster says, the Coen Brothers are cinematic geniuses. What is it that makes them that way?
I think they just have a really great understanding of story, and they don't compromise, and they're really frank in their filmmaking. There's no pretension, so I think that's it. They just have they tell a brilliant story, and they're not worried about, they've no outside influence. It's very much their own, and they've kind of created their own genre.
Would you mind giving a message to fans as to why they should go and see this movie?
It's a Coen Brothers movie.
What were your initial thoughts when you first read the script?
Hot dog. It was very funny. The character was very, very so well written that I didn't have to do any homework.
And what is it about the sensitivity of the Coen Brothers writing that resonates with people?
The fact that the dialogue is so rich, original, and their stories, so is their stories and the way they film them. They're slightly different and very interesting.
Does it help you as a performer when you're working with directors that's also written the material?
It does, because they know exactly what they want, and especially with these guys, they know exactly how to get what they want. And it makes it a lot less stressful and more fun.
Why this project? What drew you to it?
I didn't know anything about the era. I didn't know anything about that whole pre-Dylan folk thing, and it just seemed really interesting to me. I've always been interested in older music like that, the old ballads that came out of the hills and off the plains, retold by rich young people.
And this film, it's already been so well recognised at Cannes Film Festival, winning the Grand Prix. Is it important for an actor to see that recognition there and have your film appreciated by the festivals?
That's so far out of my hands and out of my control. It's nice.
And finally, would you give a message to fans as to why they should go and see this film?
If you like good music and good acting and like to laugh, go see Inside Llewyn Davis.